It was another humiliating defeat for the defending champion Kolkata Knight Riders as it fell to a 39-run defeat to Gujarat Titans. Welcome to Sportstar's Matchpoint Paradox. My name is Rajdeep. I'm joined by Indranil for this episode where we try to make sense how Gujarat Titans is, presenting itself as a firm favorite for the IPL title and how KKR is just, running out of ideas. To start with, one player who was the player of the match, surely was Shubman Gill, the GT skipper, who notched up his highest score of the season with a well-made 90. We almost thought he would go on to hit the century, but obviously nervous 90s striking again. And GT also showing that how they have historically been top heavy, where Shubman Gill and Sai Sudharsan also having a 100-run partnership for the first wicket as well. Sai Sudharsan again with a brilliant half century, going over Nicholas Puran in the orange cap standings as well. And supporting them was also wicketkeeper batter Joss Butler with 40 odd runs. He was dropped on 17, I think, but then obviously he took that reprieve and then went on to help. Now, Indranil, that was about GT's batting. What did you have to make of KKR's bowling?
KKR were poor today entirely, for the whole. The pitch was not bad. If we look into the pitch was perfectly fine. You can tell that by looking at the performance of GT bowlers. There was enough help for the spinners, but apart from Varun Chakravarti, I feel every other bowler went for more than 9 runs per over.
Yeah.
They struggled to find the right length. They were so out of idea that they had to bring in Russell during the death overs so that they can get a wicket. And the bowling was absolutely poor. Varun Chakravarti was good. Naren struggled entirely. And it was not only about their bowling performance, it was more of a batting performance from the GT batters. They were brilliant. The top three might be one of the most historic season for a top three. The three top batters might go on to feature in the top 10 list by the end of the IPL. Their batters have been brilliant. While talking about KKR bowlers, they were definitely off target. But what do you think GT bowlers did well in the whole match?
Right, as you mentioned, the pitch also, it was a bit slow. I think Sai Kishore was saying in the post-match interview that it was gripping. Even Rahane said it was a bit slow, which obviously helped the spinners. We saw Rashid Khan taking 2 wickets.
Yeah, he was back in form. He bowled beautifully today.
We saw Washington also pick up 1 wicket. Then Sai Kishore obviously pick 1 wicket, and Prasidh Krishna obviously he's been in really good form. He also picked up 2 wickets. But obviously bowling wise, they obviously outshone KKR's bowling unit. But more importantly, I think it was also about the fielding.
Yeah, they were brilliant.
Yeah, if you see KKR's fielding, it was very poor. As I mentioned, Webb have put down that Butler chance. Even in the deep on the boundary row.
They were sloppy. They misfielded a lot many times throughout the innings.
Whereas GT fielders made sure they took their catches, and that's why sort of that never happened. But I wanted to ask you one thing about KKR's batting, is that about Raghuvanshi, right? We saw he came in late, as the impact sub, quite late, he probably didn't have time to make an impact, but he did whatever he could in that limited time. Why do you think he was brought on so late?
Again, going by what Raghuvanshi brings to the table, he's not a big power hitter. He's not considered to be. And KKR got to a very bad start. They lost their 2 wickets early, so they needed to keep up with the run rate, though none of their batters could provide with that. Like Venkatesh Iyer, who came in at second down today, struggled badly. That was a very poor inning that he played. Apart from that, Rahane was trying, he was not entirely timing the ball very well. In the later part of his inning, he scored a few boundaries, but he was not at his fluent best. Raghuvanshi came in late and stuck a few boundaries, some glorious shots, but it was too late by then. So I think in hindsight we can say that if it was a poor decision, but going by what he brings to the table, it was a good choice to bring in a year earlier. Apart from them, I think Russell has struggled throughout the season, and it seems like the time is sticking for him. It's not been a great season for him. Rinku Singh again struggled throughout the season, and he has been struggling. So overall, KKR were poor with bat, and as Rahane said in the press conference, that in the post-match presentation, that they need to like buckle up, and it's the time is running out for them. They're already I think they've lost 5 of their matches, and they're all in 6th position right now. So if 1 or 2 more loss, and they'll be out of the tournament. So they really need to gear up and perform well from here.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the KKR finds itself struggling in 6th or 7th position in the points table, while GT is comfortably sitting on top. That was all from this match. Now on Tuesday, we see Delhi Capitals take on Lucknow Super Giants. Keep following Sportstar for all the latest updates from this season of the IPL. Thank you.